the area and have a look at them quickly. Just so you know, I've got a few more. I basically put this one in because it's big. And you can see that it's big. What else can I say about it? Bigness. Amazing bigness. There you go. This one, not so bigness, but reasonably prettiness. But there's other ones like this one. Have a look at this guy. Let's zoom into this guy, shall we? The birds know what's going on. There should be something better than that. Let me have a quick look. Let's move over like this. So always when you're trying to do the filming, you don't see the thing. Okay, I'm going to move back. You can have a look at it in the normal light. You can have a look at these. There it is. Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll zoom in. You can do this again now. It's just in here somewhere. It's just where my thumb is. Just saw it a second ago. Let's try and get it to happen again. Happen again. Happen again. Happen again. Again. Let's go. I think it hates me. Alright. It's no big deal. We can have a look at this one. I think this one hates me too. I think it must be in the shadow of the... Let's try that. Am I in the shadow? No. It just hates me. This one. Look at that. That's a brilliant one. This one, hopefully you can see it because it's a really good one. See all that? What a pretty little stone. It's a pretty stone. And this one. Another pretty stone. If we can show you. There you go, look at the light. And the run of luck continues. There's just pretty stones galore there. You can see some nice flashing in there. Another flash. Look at this. Unbelievable. Nice green. This one. Another nice green. I've seen that one. You can have a look at what I'm looking through. Why have I got this one in here? Surely I've got this one here for a reason. I think I remember. You'll see some greens. Yeah, there they are, just on that side there. This pretty little one. Come on, show your true colours. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Nice little amazing stone. This one here, I'm just having a look. Yep, cool. So we're going to cut a lot of these tonight. We're going to have a go. See what we can find. This one has just got colour all over the edge of it. These are all from Lightning Ridge. Look at all that colour there. Astonishment, these ones. What we've got here. And that was boring, wasn't it? No, it's because I didn't have it in the light. So I'll try and just... Will that work a bit better? I think it will. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Nice little shiny stone on the top. Look at that. Grab this one and have a look at this guy. I don't know how this one's going to go, but man, it's pretty. So the thing is that a lot of the opal is sitting within what we call the white cap. Now, if I can get past that white cap to the opal, then we win. If I don't get past the white cap, we don't win as much. But look at this. This is a big one. I have to zoom out a bit because it's so massive. I mean, this is 100 carats or thereabouts, this guy. So and you can see that there is actually opal in the middle of it. Now it's not consistent opal, but that doesn't matter to me. We can work around the constraints. Now this one's got a crack in it, all right, but look to the side, hopefully you'll see it. I'll zoom in because it's a small one. Where have you been watching them? On HBO Max? Well, I'm at the end of that whole process, my friend. They probably mine them and they say this is worth $1 billion. Is that the kind of thing? Well, there's your fire red opal right there. Now, this skin here, I happen to know, has got a lot of red on it. You can just see there. So it's a bit dodgy because you can't exactly see right underneath that skin, but hopefully we'll be able to get a nice bit of fiery red all through this one. So you'll like a red opal. Let me have a look at this one. I'm just trying to find out which one this is. Yeah, this is green, fiery green, but you know. And this one, oh, I've already done that one. This one, where's the greens here? There we go. A few greens sitting there. Right, this one's got a deep kind of green. You never know, at the end of this you might have an appreciation with greens as well. Right, this is the one that I used for the short, if you even saw the short. Now what I've done here is I've actually viewed this one. I don't mine in the tunnels, I'm afraid. I know a few miners and they tend to send me some opal, but I just mine the actual opal itself, so to speak. But this guy here, hello Gilly, how you doing? It'll be mostly lightning rich today, you'll be happy to know. So this guy here is just epic opal. Now I've seen it with a laser, I've pointed through, and what I happen to know is that the majority of the issues are in the skin of this one. There's colour underneath that red stuff. Oh, this is an absolute epic stone, mate. I can't believe I've got it. But I've got a few epic ones. Hang on, have a look at this guy. One of these is going to cut a stone. Rather large. This is one which is really intriguing me the most. Yeah. There's also some red sitting underneath that blue. Hopefully that's not a crack, because sometimes the red is indicative of a crack. I think that's why people like reds, because there you go, look at that. That doesn't look like a crack to me. That just looks like epic. The other side. So this is what we call wall-to-wall colour. And then the stone itself is massive. I would say it sits at about, I don't know, 20 carats maybe. Have I got a scale sitting around somewhere? I've got one outside. So this is, well, interesting. So I cleaned up. Yeah, so this one might be even first. So I'm very anxious to have a crack at it. This one is also good. I'll have a crack at that one. Who knows? Depends on how patient I am with it. There's also some crystal-y ones. Here's the crystal one that I was talking about. This one was also in the short. I think there's actually crystal opal going all the way through this. So I know, it's amazing. A lot of these are amazing. I'm pretty stunned to have them, in case you're interested. Feeling very lucky. I just you know, on a whim almost purchased these ones. I thought, I wonder what they'll be like. I am very glad I purchased them. So I'm going to try and get myself a cutting order and try not to salivate too much, I think, because these ones are going to really... Yeah, this is the one you were talking about, I think, the blue one. We'll see what it does. It's so bright that it's clipping the camera. You can see there's all sorts of things going on with it. Jade videos. I give you permission to watch Jade videos. I don't know what to say. Yeah, yeah, Jade's a pretty colour. But we're going to do opals today. All right, I'm zooming back out. We're going to go past the birds, say hello to the birds. I may have to bring a blade with me because the blade might be on the way out. So hang on a second. Here's a piece of silver. Yay. Got that out of computer parts, in case you're interested. All right, so here's some blades. Got the blades. Let's go. Put this down. Oh dear. Okay, so let's say a quick hello to the birds because we might not be able to talk to them tonight afterwards. Max, how you doing? Do you want a scratchy poo? Is that a no? Come on. Yeah, I know you want out, don't you? I might let you out. Just don't tell Loki. There we go. Promise I'll let you out. I've cleaned every cage today except for his one. So try not looking at the bottom there. I'll do his tomorrow. Oh, you've got a whole heap of pins. Hang on. I'm a bit scared about doing extra pins because last time I did a few pins, I went too far with one. There we go. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to you later. That was Max, and this is Loki over here. Hello Loki, do you want a scratchy poo? Yeah, you want a scratchy poo. There you go. You liking that? Yeah, you liking that? Right. Now we've done that. Probably one of the weirdest combinations you're going to get on the YouTube, and that's saying something, isn't it? So here we go. Yoink. So here we can see what these guys are going to look like under the lights. So if you were seeing what they were looking like before, hopefully they'll look the same, but sometimes they look a bit different. So let's have a look at this guy. Oh no, it's still flashing away. These lightning ridge stones, they can't help but be pretty, I think. Let's have a look at the blue one. I'm really anxious to get into the blue one. Yes, it's still just as pretty. Now having a look through here, there might be a crack there. We might have to deal with that. Don't worry, most of them do have cracks. And it seems that it's at that inconsistency in height that the crack appears. So I'll just slice along there and we'll forget it ever happened. All right, so we've got a few other ones. Got this guy here. You can see the color on the edge. It's red on the top here. We might have to cut through the red to the green. As an aside, we know because the red's here that the opal sat down like that in the ground. So by cutting it this way, we're cutting it upside down, so to speak, just in case you're interested in knowing about that kind of stuff. Let me have a look at this one. There, this guy, he's got some sand right in the middle. So I'm going to have a go at clearing that sand before I really invest in that opal, because that could go very badly wrong for me. But I've got a few other ones that I want to show you. Someone in the comments said they like the reds, so I'll show them what reds look like in this neck of the woods. Pop this down. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. This guy. You like reds? We got reds. Look at that. So we'll cut that one. That one practically cuts itself though, so nice pretty blue one here. So we'll see if that one goes wall to wall. Haven't seen the other side yet. So that's what we're looking at here. Sadly, we can't get started right away because we've got a slight issue with the blade. So I'll just quickly get the blade sorted. Fresh blade. That's what they look like new. And now we just quickly get onto the machine and swap things over. Okay. There we go. And then open it up. There we go. And out you come. Good little blade. Now is it going to come out nicely, or is it going to be a naughty little blade? A lot of the time they opt for a naughty little blade. Here we go. Go on. 1, 2. Oh, I think it's coming. No, it's not. It's twisting. All right, I'm going to have to figure out a new technique here. I'm just going to shove the blade in and we'll deal with it later. Here we go. I felt that there's still a little bit left in it, so hopefully it's not going to impact too badly. So just quickly pop it back on. You see, would have had to have hunted around for a Phillips head screwdriver and a pair of pliers, and I ain't nobody got time for that. We got opals to cut. So here we go. There we go. Don't worry about the tool going down. I can fix that up easy. Right. Now we're all sorted. Quick spritz with some glass cleaner. Just so that we can see clearly. And let's get ourselves started. Here goes. Water on. Let's do this guy first. Zoom in a little bit. I'm very curious as to whether this is going to actually grind away if I grind away too much of this. We're doing okay so far. Still fine. I'm seeing some cracks and I'm seeing some inconsistencies, so that was to be expected. got plenty of depth there to go with. Okay, we're going to flip this over and we're going to have a look at there's a crack here, just there, it's a crack. I want to see how extensive that crack is before I cut it. But I will be slicing this opal. But we're just going to be feeling our way through because I've got a few opals which are like this. Zoom out a bit so you can see what's going on. If it's not pretty enough, I'll move on to the next opal, but I think it should be okay. I don't like starting out on the best opal because it's not for cinematic reasons, it's because I don't want to warm up on an opal like that. Just moving some things over so I can get comfortable. Imagine just because you're a bit impatient, you mess up a good opal. That would be a horrible feeling. Here comes the colour. You can just see it just starting to explode through. Look at that. Oh yeah. Let's try the other side and see what it's about to do. Blues are coming through. This thing is going to be an absolute smasher. Find out how many carats it is. If I manage to keep something that's approximately this size, wall-to-wall colour with reds and everything, it's going to be a massively, massively valuable gem. Showing you what we've got so far. We've got a lot of colours just starting to poke through. So as you can see, there's a lot of cracking here. So we're going to have a triangular stone, I think, at the end here. That will be one of them. We'll see how deep this crack goes. I want to cut this one off at about there. So cut that bit off. Of course, I'll be cutting this bit off. And I think we're going to do that now. So I'm just going to turn the drill up a little bit so that it does the right kind of cutting. Okay, here we go. Now the crack is not consistent in where it's going, so we're going to have to play it by ear when we're cleaning this up. we go. That's one done. I'm just going to tidy up this end. I think there's going to be some, yeah, that crack there is still there, so we'll just gradually work these bits out. And just delicately removing this final bit. What can happen is that the crack can advance, so I don't want the crack advancing at all. There we go. See how that cracked? Point it up. See how that little nick came out of it? That's what I'm trying to avoid. It happens a little bit. I'm not too worried. Now I'm trying to decide on whether to go picture stone or two stones, because I can see there's a little bit of cloudiness within the stone itself. Might be able to turn this into some kind of picture stone though. Or alternately, maybe we might even be able to slice through it. You'll see all that cloudiness there. We might be able to get through it. Let's see. Oh, we're getting through. We want a winner here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... Oh, that's gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. You know, I don't want to change a thing. I'll just round this off, I think. I'll make it so that the opal itself is a little bit closer to the cloud, but I like that cloud. It looks kind of like a nebula, like a galaxy or something, you know. Don't want to go too much deeper because I think I'll end up taking the colour off it. I think especially in the sunlight, this thing will look like an amazing, amazing stone. So what I'm going to do is just quickly round this off. Going to look at any cracks and bobs and nuts and bolts that need to be cleaned up around the sides to make sure that we've got a nice solid stone. But I think we do have a nice solid stone, and that'll be sitting there at about 5 carats or so, with essentially wall-to-wall colour too. I'm very happy with that. Have a look at this. And this is the beginning practice stone. Well, I'm happy. I'm mostly impressed by it, yeah. What I'm trying to do is make sure that this bottom section doesn't upset things. Make sure it's nice and flat, and then I've got myself a nice little stone, really. Here we go. Yep, that's that bit done. That's that bit done. And I'm just trying to make sure that the back looks respectable without eating up too many carrots. Okay, so let's just bring that in. Going to make it into a drop, I think, because I think this one's worth putting a little bit of extra effort into, even cutting a few carrots off it just to make sure the shape is okay. Now, let's figure out, bring that in. I'm going to be determining the end of the drop by the quality of the opal that I've got here. And what I have to do to make the stone look good. Yeah, I thought so. Time to shape it properly now, Phil. Symmetrical, so there. Right like that. Hopefully I'm not doing a silly thing. We're good now. Bit of a tense moment there. Let's have a quick look at the... Yep. Pretty much covered up there even. There we go. Okay, I'll let the drop stick handle the rest of that, but that's about a 2 carat drop. Very nice. There's a kind of a swirly, cloudy pattern, so it's not quite wall to wall. But I think anyone would be happy with that. They'd be mad not to be honest. Just one thing, I noticed that it's not particularly clean on the outside. I'm just going to quickly clean up the underside just to make sure it's good. back has to be as good as the top. And with that milky consistency, we don't need to worry too much about the colour. There we go. Much better. So that's our first cab off the rank, and it's a pretty nice start to the day. Now guess what? I've got this piece of material to work with for the rest of it. So let's have a quick look at what we can get under the right. I was a bit cat-handed with my cutting, so I've got to be a bit more gentle next time, but that's all right. Doesn't look like much at the moment, I know. Have a bit of patience, you'll see something cool. Trouble with these stones is you've got to pay attention to the small details with them, or else you may as well not cut them at all. You may as well not pay good money for them either. Now I'm starting to get to know this stone. Let's have a quick look at it under this. Can you see? Under the light, you can see that dark patch? That's a bit of darker potch. So that'll create a swirling kind of pattern when we get there. I don't know whether that's going to be a good or a bad thing. We'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. At the moment I'm just concerning myself with the edges. Right, that's that done, just very carefully. You technically don't have to do this at all, but smoothing over the edges will certainly pay dividends later on. Cutting this bit off because it's the wrong angle, and it's also a bit of weak stone. Whoa! Don't do that. But a piece caught and fractured off. There we go. That was what I was scared was going to happen. There's another piece sitting around somewhere, which we'll probably cut later on. Is that it? Looks very nice if it is. Don't worry, we'll find it. It'll come up eventually, but at any rate, so I've got that bit that's been cut off relatively nicely. We've got this piece which needs to be trimmed a bit. The danger is if I go hacking into the face with a little bit of an overhang, I might slice off the face. There's a crack there. I might be able to get rid of that crack. We'll see. There's a bit more face that I need to modify. I think that was when the stone just tripped out of my grasp. I think it went and did a few nasty manoeuvres. What I'm doing is I'm just rolling it in to see if I can get away with it. I think I can, because if we zoom, you can see the that line there. I think that's the colour just near my thumb. So hopefully it'll all just work itself out. If not, well, I got myself a tiny little drop that's about 1 or 2 carats, so can't complain considering this is the first stone. I think in getting rid of that crack, I managed to also get rid of the colour, so we'll hold that in the memory banks. The cracks go down to the colour. Now here we go, we find out if that deeper layer actually is a colour layer. Have we hit it? Maybe. Just going to smooth off these corners. I don't want anything else to go wrong. This thing is temperamental. It does catch the blade. I've noticed that. I'm just checking to see if there's any depth to that crack there. No, there isn't. Hedging my bets by doing the other side. And notice there is a little bit of colour on that other side, so we'll see what happens. That darkness, I think, is nothing good. Just there. We'll see. Once again, it's a bridge we'll cross when we come to it. Almost said a cridge will bros. Don't know what that even means. But Alfred Spooner will be very pleased that his speech impediment has made it to the modern era, or postmodern, whatever era it is today. I am going to have to just make sure that the back of this stone is a little bit smoother, because I think that these little undulations have the potential to wreck it. And there's also that thing there that looks like a shatter mark. As a matter of fact, this entire dark section looks like it's actually a result of a crack or something. Sorry, there. So we'll see if we can get away with cutting the stone without doing anything about that. But I think these kinds of worries are why these things end up in the cheaper potch, because people don't want to stress about buying a stone that might just disintegrate the moment you get it. Especially if you pay $500 or so. You want a stone which has as little risk as possible. Crack here. Let's see if we can get rid of it. From the looks of things, the crack travels all the way down to here, but we'll see. I'm okay just cutting the back as deep as possible until I'm satisfied that we're not going to run into any issues with the main stone. Having said that, if it does crack, well, it cracks. Now that banding looks more like an agate than anything else, so I'm not concerned. Just slowing that. Warp speed, Mr. Sulu. Warp speed eye. Oh my. What I'm doing now is I'm just using a more rounded pattern as I'm cutting to make it into a smooth ellipsoid shape, basically. Not the stone itself, but the face of the stone. Cabochons are rounded, so you need to make sure everything you do results in a rounded face. Now, what to do? The reason is that I'm wondering whether this is going to, if I cut the remainder of that off, will it, I'm going to take the risk. I was thinking of cutting in half, but let's just take the risk, see what happens. If I've cut the face off, too bad. Got plenty of other stones to destroy tonight. Very interesting. I think the colours are going to be subtle, but they're going to be there. Had I known earlier, though, I probably would have opted to cut it. But that's okay. There we go, we got it all. Back needs to be as good as the front. Now, what to do here? There's still a bit of a crack here. So what I'll do is I'll just carve that back. And if that's going to not improve, I'll just slice that entire side off. Interesting. The moment I threatened it, it said, oh, I've got a bit of colour underneath here. Let's have a look and see what it's got. Nothing to write home about. Time to cut it. Nothing there. Still might be some colour there, but I think I'm not going to invest much more time on this one. Trim it here. Trim that off there. Trying to be a bit cautious with this top section, but there we go. I'll just round off the corners and then flakes do come off it, which is a bit interesting. That's okay. Okay. Have a good night, Gilly. So there's that one. We'll see what that one looks like in the sunlight. I'm not too concerned. It's not the best one I've ever done, but it's not the worst, and there's plenty more to go. So let's have a look at the other one. Where's the one I want to do? Where is it? Isn't it funny? They all just disappear the moment you want to cut them. Yeah, is that the one? Yeah, this is the one. very carefully smoothing down the sides just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Right, so there's a lot to fix in this stone. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to simply roll over and give me an opal. It's going to take a lot of blood, sweat and tears to get this one to work. I'm probably going to have to slice it in half. I know that. I can see this is probably an offcut from the person who sold it to me as well. Can't believe what that one would have been like. This method is keeping my options open because this stone, they look pretty. They can come back and bite you any moment, so you've got to be a bit cautious with them. And you've got to have a backup plan for them. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that all the sides are smooth. And that's not just to avoid cracking, which it is to do. But it's also to give me a good view of what else is available should one part of it fail. Such as this bit. So what we've got here, we've got a three-way split. What to do? What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it along here. All I can say is I think I know what I'm doing. Now that's a good investigation because that tells you exactly what's going to happen underneath when you cut the thing. Let's have a quick look here. Experimenting with this fragment means that I can be a little bit crazy on this bit just to make sure that I'm not going to do anything stupid with the other bits. I have a feeling that everything that we see is literally on the face of this opal, so you have to just treat it very carefully. If you go too deep, you might ruin the whole thing. Where was that? So let's go to here. And they have some... If this opal extends into the black like I've seen, wow, that's a good stone. I think it's worth checking because I've got such a large chunk over there. It's worth even ruining $1,000 stone here just to make sure I get a 10,000 stone. In the other one. It is glinting back at me. I'm going to cut this bit off and I'm going to start thinking about shaping it up. So I think I know what I need to know about it. Could be wrong, but am I saying it? Would you look at that? Okay, so it seems to start getting stronger as you move towards the surface here. Nice to have a double-sided stone. All I was trying to do is just give it a little bit of shape at the back. Right, time to make it pay. Still there. Well, this thing is inviting me to put a massive dome on it as well, which is kind of interesting. Right. Let's have a look at you at this point in time. What I think I'll do is I'll just smooth off these edges. Yeah, that's ready for dopping. Boy, is it ready for dopping. So it's got a lot of colour just sitting in the middle of it. Hopefully we'll be able to get some more colour out of it when we cut it into a perfect gem, when we polish it all up. Now, let's see what we can do with its big brother, this guy. Oh, hello there, Jackson. Yes, I remember you. How's it all going? I was concentrating. I wasn't ignoring you. It's alright, Jackson. You're in my radar, mate. When did you do that? Probably about 5 minutes ago. He didn't answer. I'm going to be depressed. No. Nah. Just concentrating. If any of you want to talk to me, that's fine. Just remember, I am trying to cut an expensive stone, that's all. I mean, you don't have to be too careful. It's just be aware that when I'm cutting, I'm sometimes concentrating. I don't answer immediately. That's what I'm trying to say. Not that like, shh, he's cutting a stone. Silent trees, cutting stones. None of that. For the record, folks, I do remember Jackson. Which is something because last stream got something like 25,000 people, so being able to remember anybody on them, pretty decent achievement. What's that doing? Got a nice little blonde patch in the middle. Hopefully that will go away. Here comes the fire. It's in the opal. Gonna curve it all. Here comes the fire. I can hear the face. Hope it doesn't do space. Running off corners, fighting off yawners. Got a contract from Warner. No, I didn't really. Singing as he cuts stone, hoping he's not hacking bones. Either his own or once a million years old. checking out enormous size toothbrush on my poor eyes. What a stone, what a stone. Gonna make myself lonely. Oh dear. I think I'm only amusing myself at this point. Seems like people like the singing. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Yes, Dr. Phil on the $1,000 Opal will be playing Phenomena. Gotta remind myself of the phenomenon called regression to the mean. Right, that answers that question. Okay, so there's another thing that's going on here. There's a layer of potch which is right at the bottom there. I'll bring this stone in. It's going to be interesting because it's at two different levels. I might have to cut it in half. It's the only way to do it. I may even cut it in quarters because this section here has got some opal on it. I'll show it to you. Nice precious opal sitting there, lovely. But then the potch dives under there. See that black line? That black line, I am all but guaranteeing there's going to be some nice precious opal sitting there. But if I cut it here, I reckon, yeah, that's the best of both worlds, and you'll see why in a second. Thing was that the opal was getting a bit too thin to reliably cut, so we'll get to that in a minute. What I can do now is safely cut this one in to the gem that it's supposed to be. Hopefully, anyway. That is the game plan. I think it's working. Yep. Good. View. will it still have a colour on it? Oh dear. Luckily I did that, because maybe it's only the top layer that does that. Glad I hedged my bets. It wasn't going to get any better, so not that big a deal, but sometimes it's a bit disappointing when that happens. But let's see, let's not lose all hope yet. Let's not lose hope. Roll this piece in. Alright, so I think that this one's it lost its colour after a little while. They're deceptive that way. So, let's have a look at this one. We will keep this bit on top, because that is the bit where the colour is. Fortunately for us, we hedged our bets and kept this piece. And there we go, nice little stone. Phew, at least we got something out of it. There we go. Can't see it very well. Maybe I don't even want to show it now. I'm a bit disappointed. But there's a bit of, still a bit of colour on it. I'll cut it in the morning. We'll see what it gives me. What I like to do in circumstances like this, when you have something that goes a little bit astray, a little bit wrong, I find myself an opal that hopefully won't let me down. Take the skin off it, and I take that victory home with me. So let me have a look and see which victory will I try for. Let's take the skin off this guy. Got a bit of an advantage here. I had a quick look at it using my 450 nanometer laser, and I'm reasonably certain that that hole is just it, a hole, and that sand on top, that's where the sand goes. There is a crack here, so I'm going to have to cut it, slice it, but I think we've got mostly opal. The opal is contiguous all the way through, really, even though there is a crack. Let's have a look at what we've got. We'll cut the back as well. Just make sure that we're not making a silly mistake. Right, what have we got? I think they used an opal torch. I used a laser. Well, trickleback. I think they might be called pill bugs in other countries. Just startled me a little bit. They're quite a cute little bug, actually. If you're an entomologist, you'd know they're not a bug at all. Well, finally got ourselves some waterfall colour. There may be a crack here that I might have to mitigate by cutting. Let me have a look. I don't think I'll have to cut it. I think I can just carefully scrape that crack away. Right. That'll do. Let's see what that produces, because I may have to cut that in half, because that was a bit too deep a cut. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's 2 1-carat stones, pair of earrings basically. That's alright. Beautiful little things. There we are. Stick that on the dopstick. That'll be nice. Alright, and let's see what the other one is. Where's the other one gone? Put it down for 5 seconds just to fix this one up, and lost it. I'll put it down here somewhere. That was a mosquito. Where did it go? 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 Isn't that one? There it is. Found it. Five seconds work this one. Beautiful stone on its own right. Yeah, that'll be a ring stone, I reckon. It's a bit small, but I like small. Everyone has their own preference, I suppose. Fortunate thing. For a moment I thought I wasn't going to get through that. There we go, nice little stone. Now, we've got 2 more bits to do, haven't we? We've got, where is it? This piece here. Might do this another time. What I will do, however, is I'll just do the cavity here. I'll do this side here. Just to show you what we can make out of it. Crack down the back there, so I just have to cut all the way through, I'd say. That's alright. Right. And just carve that like so. Is that a crack? Don't know. We'll treat it as if it's not for the time being. Yeah, we'll just that may be double material, that one. There's the other bit. In my hand, in my hot little hand. Because I had to cut it in so many bits, it's not the Magnus Opal I was looking for. I have another one in my hot little hand, I'll show it to you. This one for sure. I mean, not that this one's particularly bad, it's not a bad opal at all. It's quite a good one actually. Just had to cut it into too many bits. There we go. Nice little stone there. Now check out this one, if you can. Well, it's a nice one. I will cut this one in half as well, because it's one of those things that you have to do. Well, about, yeah, okay. Right. Beautiful little stone. Beautiful little stone. Nice little earring, but good stone nonetheless. Where's the other one? Let's take this one and give it the treatment. I think the face is about to peel off it, that's why they want to be rid of it. But I think we can be gentle with it. Just need to know how to handle your stones. Oh, it sounds very suggestive, doesn't it? That's not what I meant at all. Okay. So there we go. Very, very shiny. Very nice. All right, I think that's what we'll have to do. That will be my magnus opal for tonight. Off and off. I'm getting tired. I don't want to destroy any opals that I don't have to. We'll say goodnight to the birds because it's about time to do that. Well, it's 7 likes. Thank you very much. What's going on, Loki? Why are you so down there? Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come on. Step up. What's wrong, huh? What's wrong? It's all right. I'll let you out, Max. You're no trouble. Loki, on the other hand. All right. Come on, Loki. Come on. Come on, Loki. Do you want to come here? Come here. Come here. Come here. You pooed on that. Thanks. Why are you down there, huh? Scratchy poo? You want a scratchy poo? No, you poor snip. All right, well, I'm going to close this door. Very strange. And I'll have to check up on her later. Max, do you want to come over here? Come here, Maxie Bubba. Come on. Oh, everyone's a critic. You want to come out? Do you want to come out? Yeah, come on. How'd you get? Hang on, I have to... Is that good? No, that seemed to work. Just poo on the chair, why don't you? Well, it's a stool sample, I suppose. Scratchy poo? Come down here if you want to scratch. Come on. Good bit. There you go. There you go. You want to scratch on the nares? Nair scratch. Yeah, just scratch there. Yeah. Right, I'll let you have a little bit of airtime. Oh, Loki's up and about now, is he? Bit jealous, are you? Bit jelly gel. Don't give me the stink eye, I'm only trying to help you. I was about to get bitten, wasn't I? Yeah, totally. A scratchy poo? Yeah, you want a scratchy poo. I won't open the evil cage door. You can have your scratchy poo. Just like that. Yeah. Yes, you've discovered you can move the cage by flapping your wings, haven't you? Yes. Pony, how are you? Come here, scratchy poo. Scratchy, 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 scratchy. Okay, well, that's everything for tonight. Here's me face. Thank you for the likes, and thank you for all the subscribes over the couple of months. It's been actually quite a wild ride. Like and subscribe on your way out if you liked what you've seen. Other than that, I have to wish you a wonderful evening, or maybe a wonderful morning, or a wonderful something. Who knows? Have a wonderful whatever it is. Dr. Phil out. Good night.